Hello everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. For anybody new tuning in, welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Before we get started with the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with the highest good. So what I'm seeing is that it looks like things are going well, okay? Energetically, I'm seeing something be like worth being mindful of, like worth protecting for you, or worth keeping, or it's something that you want to hold on to, something like that. Or it's something where you're like, wow, I'm glad that I achieved this, like let's stabilize this now. It's something like this. So I'm getting that in order for you to sort of keep things in this place, there are going to be things coming up that you're going to need to use your discernment with to sort of stay at this level, okay? And this can be within any area. It's like an area of your life that you're like, I want to try to keep things this way, or like I want it to stay like this, like as much as one can, because you know things are fleeting, things are cyclical. It's not always ideal to do that, but for whatever this is particularly, I'm getting that you're like capable, you're able of sort of keeping this in the same spot if you choose to. It's something that feels ideal to you, so you like would want to, but I'm getting that you have to make sure that you're prioritizing properly and like using your discernment to make sure that you're like spending your time and your energy wisely to make sure that it stays here if that's what you want it to do, which it looks like that's what's going on here. Or let's say this too, if things aren't exactly where you want them to be, this is like choosing your path wisely to make sure that you like stay on track to get to where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. You're on the move right now. Ooh, 8 of Cups to the 2 of Cups. You're looking for a connection that's worth your while. See? Looking for something that's going to fill one's cup up and looking for it within a connection. Looking for something that resonates with you. I'm getting a very adventurous vibe here. Like, I'm seeing you very much ready to explore. You're like, I'm looking for connection. You may have recently left something, or like energetically recently left something where you're like, this isn't working for me. I'm going to try something, try to find something that works better. Having the 2 of Cups in the Fool, this is like you may need to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Not stuff that you don't feel like is aligned, but more so like you may try out like that new cafe, or you could go to a bookstore, or you could go to like a sports event, or maybe just something that you wouldn't normally do within your like normal everyday routine, where you're gonna like try to meet somebody or connect with something that feels inspiring. But mostly the Fool is about being open and not holding yourself to any standards of what you were doing before, because this is like a whole new energy that you're in. So it's like, let me not do some arbitrary routine that keeps things stagnant and the same. Let me try to look at this with the newest eyes possible and have like anything be possible here and me open myself up to that, because that's what the Fool is about. The Fool is 0 in the Major Arcana. It's the first card, and it's about starting from the very, very beginning, and you're about to go on an adventure here, and it's about opening your heart to that. So that's what the Fool is about. It's also about, I don't want to say being naive, because I see that as being the Fool reversed, but the Fool upright is more looking at things where it's like anything could be a possibility. It's like the opposite of being jaded, we can say, having the Fool upright. So it's like, maybe this thing has never happened for me before, but maybe now it will, you know, like that sort of like very big optimism, but not unrealistic. But it's really, again, like mostly about opening your heart up to this and being like, maybe I'll try something new or try something different or do it a different way, you know, but just because I feel like it, because the Fool represents Uranus. And so it's doing things in a way that is organic to you. It just may be different than how you had been doing things before, because it speaks about spontaneity. And I'm also seeing the Strength card here as well. So this is like having the strength to follow your heart and try things in a way that, again, like maybe you wouldn't normally do, or maybe you don't see other people normally doing that. Or just if you have a calling or an impulse to do something here within this sector of your life, rather than being like, oh, I don't do that, so I'm not going to try, or like I've never seen anybody else do that, or are people going to think I'm weird for that, even though you may not be able to help that coming through, but it's like following through with it anyway. It's like you're driving by and you see this bookstore on the corner and you've never gone in there, and it's like caught your eye, but you just never made the time, and now it's about like making the time to actually go do that, because maybe there's where you're going to meet the person. So it's just that sort of thing, okay? Because I want to definitely say, like with Uranus and with Aquarian energy, I feel like sometimes it can be misconstrued as just being like a rebel without a cause, or just doing random things that don't really make sense, or just being weird to be weird. And it's not like that. It's like you connecting with your authenticity, and even if other people don't do that or like look at you sideways, being like, well, that's just what I feel, so that's what I'm gonna do. And that's like the true Aquarian energy. That's the true Uranian energy. And it may be a little bit unpredictable, but it's just like really following that instinct and being like, I don't really know how it's going to make sense, but that's what I'm feeling, and so I'm going to follow that instinct. So it's like that, okay? And having the strength to actually do that, to not conform just to conform, but to like really follow your heart and your inspiration especially. It's like thinking outside of the box. Try new things definitely is coming through with this. And the courage to try new things. This can be also like the Fool can be about starting at the beginning, where like you may not be an expert at something, but you're going to try it anyway. Like maybe you're trying to meet somebody, so you're going to go like speed dating, or you're going to go on like a blind date or something like that. And you're like, well, I would have never done that before, or I never have done that before, but I'm going to try it this time and see how that goes, you know, something like that. Just because you want to, on a whim. Making things happen. That's really where the magic is, because it's going to inspire you. Some of you, you're reconnecting with somebody that you know. I'm looking at Uranus and Leo here. I'm also seeing the star on the bottom of the deck, which is Aquarius. Oh, I will say this too. To have the Two of Cups in Uranus as well, you may spontaneously or unexpectedly be meeting somebody, because Uranus is also connected with that. It's like things happening sort of out of the blue, or things that are not anticipated. I feel like something is... Wait, hold on. Something from the past is coming back, but I'm also seeing like a new energy here. So what does that mean? Why do we have both of these here? Maybe you're going to be trying something out that you hadn't been doing. There's definitely something that's connected with your like historical experience with somebody, creating maybe like an unclear, I'm also hearing undue situation. It's like this, okay? Somebody, the essence of somebody, the thought of somebody, dreams about somebody, somebody's energy is coming through here. You know this person. These two things can be happening at the same time. You may be going on this like brand new adventure, and also the energy of somebody from the past is popping up while you're in the midst of doing this, okay? So it can feel kind of like two different timelines that are intersecting, or two different cycles that are intersecting a bit here, because there is some sort of like parallel or connection, because I'm seeing like the timing of this feels very interesting, that now you're like, okay, I'm ready to explore and see where things go and maybe meet somebody and put myself out there or connect with something. It doesn't have to be a person. This can be like, I'm trying to find a new hobby that I really connect with, or something emotionally that I feel like sparks something within me where I'm really feeling, you know, like having one of those experiences with the cups here where you can feel like something, like a feeling of home, whether this come in like a person or you're traveling somewhere, what have you. So I'm seeing that like simultaneously there's another cycle that's connecting with this, where like somebody that you have like a sense of familiarity with, I'm seeing them pop up, but things are unclear. So you could be questioning like, is this person coming into my dreams because like they're my two of cups? Like, am I supposed to connect with this person? And I'm seeing it maybe asking you to do something that's like a bit different than your usual. And that could be feeling stressful for some reason. It's like, I really got to keep my heart open here. I'm seeing like those, like the jaws of life, like keeping a heart open to not like close down from this experience just because it may be unfamiliar. I get that you don't like that things are not like concluded or maybe simple or maybe clear with this person, but this can be popping up so you can work it out and either like cross this off of your list or maybe consider adding it on there with this person's energy. It seems like something needs to be worked out with them. You can be like, why is this person popping up? But something's meant to be done here with this. But it may be, I don't know, maybe at first a bit unwanted. You got to do what you feel like is right within this situation, just by your own standards, how you feel like you're meant to proceed. But you may have to like uphold some type of like code of yours, that it may, something very, very, I'm hearing personal. Something very important about you, like upholding your values within this situation. Especially your like personal code and beliefs here. But it may be a difficult situation for you to do that within, but I'm seeing it be very important. Let's say it like this too. I don't want to use the word superstition, but if you have like particular, let's say like spiritual beliefs, okay, or like a philosophical belief or like a code that's important for you, it may be challenged within this situation, and it's just as important for you to like stay within your integrity and like stay aligned with this like code of yours, if it's like a true code, okay? I feel like this seems a little bit unrelated, but it is all connected. All of it. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. Or people that are in those energies. Or Pisces, I'm seeing. What are you not seeing? You're not seeing the Ten of Pentacles. I see this as also being like connected and related to the result within a situation. Okay. This isn't yours. This is what's going on with this other person. And that's why you don't know. Because, of course, you would know if this were your own energy. It's not yours. It's the other person. I always find it interesting when we get information about another person, because the only reason it comes through is because it's, like, relevant to you somehow. Because we're not just, like, spilling the tea randomly just to be nosy or whatever. Like, this is coming through for real because it's like important, it's significant for some reason, this information. Okay, so this person that you're dealing with, or that's like coming through in some way, like this isn't a new person, okay? You have been through cycles with this person before, but they may be like returning. Like maybe you haven't seen them for a minute, because it seems like you don't know what's recently been like the most recent thing that's been going on within their life. Because what I'm seeing is that they had something that they were like holding on to, that it could have been like a situation with somebody, it could have been a living situation, it could have been a job situation. It's like something that has to do with their resources and stability, but I'm also hearing sources. Can be family too. Something like that, where it's like things were going well for them, but then I'm seeing that not be the case any longer, okay? Like they may have lost something that they wanted to hold on to, and they're in a spot where like that happened, okay? Because to go from the Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords, that's like you have the world in your hand, and then Ten of Swords is like, then it gets dropped. You know, it's something like that. But I'm seeing the moon in front of it. So this is like what's hidden from you. So you didn't know that until now. Somebody's like debating messaging another person, or they're trying to figure out what to say, is what I'm seeing. If you're not reaching out to this person, it's because they're going to come through and say something to you. I'm seeing you be in a spot where you could look at this, and because you're in a spot where you're open or like looking out to connect with another person, you could be like, is it like really good timing that they're reaching out, and then get confused about that? Because it's like weird with the timing here, where it's like just when I'm open, this person happens to like be knocking on the door, you know, like just when you unlocked it, they're like coming through the other side of it, just like at that exact same time. And so you could see that and be like, is that a sign? Like, is that a synchronicity? Something like that. But I wouldn't immediately jump to that conclusion. There may just need to be something worked out here with this person. But, and this may have just been like the only window or door as far as like intersection of your cycles that this could align to happen. Because you may have, if you have something to work out with this person, or even to like find closure or something like that, if you were in a different situation before, you may have not even like entertained this for a minute when it's like meant to be worked out, something like that. But I don't really know like what the nature of your relationship is with them. I'm just seeing that something has recently happened within their life where they feel like there was a big loss that they experienced, where they had something that they found very valuable within their life, and then things came to like, it's not there anymore, whatever that was for them. And obviously, like if somebody's coming through too, like unless they're a Gemini rising, or they have like Mercury on their ascendant, this person is not going to come through and tell you their business like that. But I'm getting like your guides want you to know for some reason that this is what's been going on with them. Because that may, I don't know, it may change why somebody's motivated to do something, and that's why your guides want you to know. Because maybe this person if they still had that 10 of Pentacles and they hadn't gone through whatever this loss is, maybe they would have never reached out to you. And that can be like, now you're knowing why, what's going on with them, and maybe what they're not saying as well. Again, I'm looking at Leo, Taurus, and Pisces here. I'm hearing that at least one of them is in their big three with this person, or in yours. Could be in both as well. But I feel like specifically this is the other person's energy. Yeah, they're definitely going through it. They're having a really hard time right now. They may be a bit unstable currently, as it sort of feels like the rug was just ripped out from underneath them. So just keep that in mind. This person isn't coming to you from a stable spot. It's more like maybe a bit of a... They may be looking for like comfort or reassurance or something like that. I feel like your guides want you to know, so... What's the best way to put this? You know, there's like a difference when somebody's doing well and they're really happy. Like, do they hit you up, or is it just when they're struggling and like need some sort of support? And like also, do you feel like a second option as well within this? Like if they would have had that other thing that they were dealing with and it hadn't ended, would they still be hitting you up? Or is that only happening because they lost it? I keep hearing the word roster. So yeah, just be mindful. Because you know, like some people only come around when they feel like they can get something from you, even if they're doing it subconsciously. But yeah, it definitely can be, if you're looking at it from this way, it definitely can feel, if you want to know why, I feel like we keep talking in circles. If you are caring about why this person, what triggered this person to reach out, is not because they're doing well and they're like, I'm doing well now and I want to hit you up and like share this sunshine with you because I want you to be part of it. It's more so like they feel like their world is falling apart and they're coming to you for something, is the vibe that I'm getting from this, okay? Now, let's look at this over again and see what else is going on here. You might be leaving one situation that wasn't working for you and moving, like, it's like you're moving away from something, but you may be, like, moving back into something that feels somewhat familiar to you because you used to have a close connection with this person. But you may not know, like, could they be part of that stability that I'm looking for or no? Or there are like a lot of options here where you're like, I don't know who it's going to be, but I feel like it's going to be somebody because I'm trying to experience like a connection here, somebody or something. But having Two of Cups and having the Seven of Cups here, it can be like, who is my Two of Cups? Like, what is that going to look like? What is this like missing piece from the equation here? And trying to find that out. It's like Two of Cups plus question mark equals 10 of Pentacles. Like, what is that going to be? What is going to fill in that slot of the Seven of Cups? What am I going to like focus in on that's going to give me the solution that I want here? Now, to have the Fool and to have the 10 of Wands here, this can be like starting off new, exploring. It's like you get lifted up and plopped on this little island, and now you get to explore and see what's going on. And you may be at a point where you're like, me, explore this whole thing? Like, you could feel like you don't have much of a basis here. And that can feel like a lot, sort of like being open to this whole experience. It's like you're in a dark room and then all of a sudden, like the brightest lights come on and you can barely see and your eyes are getting adjusted. Like, that's what it feels like is happening here. It feels a bit raw, like that. Now, I'm also seeing the Ten of Swords too. So some of you are coming off the back of something completing, but I'm seeing it be really important that you like maintain like why you've been doing what you're doing. Because I'm seeing like something very strong, like connected with your faith or your code is like what you're following and why you needed to do this because you felt like it was really the right thing to do here within this situation. But there could be this part of you that's still struggling with like this aspect of what's going on. I feel like there's so many different energies here within the reading. Like some of you may not have, some of you you're going to resonate with all of the reading apart from this person like reaching out to you, because some of you you don't have that you don't have this person, but others of you are going to have these two cycles connect with one another. Some of you are going to have this person reaching out to you that we talked about what they were going through. Others of you, that's your own energy, where it's like these two storylines are sort of connecting, but it's all you here within the energy. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that a door is going to be opening for you, but you have to be patient for it because it's not ready yet. It's not time yet, is what I'm seeing. Now is the time to kind of like conjure up what you're looking for emotionally. I'm seeing that's going to play a role in this. I'm getting confirmation of this. Who was that? Yeah. There's a new path that you're going to be starting upon, is what I'm seeing. But right now is the time for reflection, and it's like really reflecting on like what path am I trying to go down now? Because you want to ask yourself, because you don't want to start off on something and then be like, oh, now I have to turn around because I didn't really think about that. I just like did it randomly. Well, I mean, if you guys don't mind that, then that's not going to matter. But for those of you that you're like, I want to find a path that I'm going to stick to for a minute rather than just a second, then you want to spend time reflecting on like where you genuinely feel called. Like what path would be motivation enough to go down that for you? Like what are you interested in exploring? What type of path do you want to be walking down? And some of you too, I will say this, you're going to have your shadow you're going to have your shadow popping up. Whatever your personal saboteur looks like, I'm definitely seeing it pop up to hang out for a minute. And so you're probably going to have some sort of option where it's like you can regress within a situation, or you can maybe do the more challenging thing where it's like you're going to change a way maybe that you used to do things, do it a different way or a new way or a more adaptive way rather than a maladaptive way. And that's going to be something that benefits you greatly. Yes. Okay. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.